ABC 10 News at 8 starts now.
Right now on ABC 10 News this morning, hundreds of people are evacuated after a wildfire in LA County quickly burns thousands of acres. The conditions firefighters are working in as they work toward containing the fire. Here at home, a woman who lost her home in January has been living in a hotel for months. But that's about to change. How a local carpenters union stepped up to put a roof back over her head. And Del Mar has been flooded with people for the San Diego County Fair's opening weekend. How the fair is helping one man's mission after he has dedicated his life to helping butterflies. ABC 10 News this morning starts right now. Good morning, I'm Athena, Jreij. Great to see you on this Sunday. We want to start with breaking news in LA. Authorities say at least 1,200 people have been evacuated due to a massive wildfire in LA County. It is called the Post Fire. CAL FIRE says it has burned about 11,000 acres and there is no containment. This is happening near Interstate 5 in Gorman. That's about 60 miles northwest of Los Angeles. The fire first broke out Saturday afternoon. CHP says it started as a brush fire, then it spread quickly. CAL FIRE says winds in the area are expected to reach over 50 miles per hour. They are evacuating some popular campgrounds as well. A lot of people up there for Father's Day weekend. We'll keep you updated on the situation. And we want to get to some developing stories now in our area. Police are still searching for the suspect who stabbed a pregnant woman in Mira Mesa. Police say the woman was attacked without warning. It happened at an ATM on Mira Mesa Boulevard just before 10 a.m. Saturday. She was stabbed 3 times. The woman screamed for help when bystanders came to her rescue. The attacker ran away. She was taken to the hospital where she is now recovering. She and her baby are expected to be okay. Witnesses and people who live nearby say they're now taking extra precaution.
I mean, it's really scary. I'm a woman myself. However, I try to be diligent. That's really what we can do. You said it was daylight.
10 a.m.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Police are still asking for the public's help in locating that suspect. And 3 people are in the hospital after a shooting in Lemon Grove. Deputies are still searching for the gunman. It happened just before 10 p.m. at the intersection of Dane Court and Jadam Way. The sheriff's department says 3 people were shot and took themselves to the hospital. They are being treated for non-life-threatening injuries and are stable. After more than a year, the Catholic Diocese of San Diego will officially file for bankruptcy. Cardinal Robert McElroy says that will happen tomorrow. In February of last year, the diocese said it was considering bankruptcy after a new law allowed past victims of sexual abuse to file claims. More than 400 people did so in San Diego and Imperial counties. McElroy sent a letter to parishioners and the clergy about the announcement. He said bankruptcy is the best pathway for compensation for victims of sexual abuse and to continue the church's mission. He also clarified that only the diocese will be filing for bankruptcy. Parishes, parochial schools, and high schools will not.
It was kind of terrible, but we didn't have no place else to go.
It's been almost 5 months since homes were destroyed by the floods back in January. Now one woman is getting her entire home repaired for free. 89-year-old Elaine Jefferson has lived in Emerald Hills for 50 years. Her home was ruined by heavy rain. Elaine, her daughter, and 2 grandchildren now have been staying in a hotel for months. Now a local carpenters union has agreed to rebuild her home entirely for free.
I'm so happy and proud. I just don't know what to do.
We work here, we live here, we grew up here, and these people are our neighbors.
The Carpenters Union Local 619 has done this for more than 30 flood victims. The day after the storm, they provided dumpsters for the neighborhood, clearing out trash and debris. As temperatures slowly climb, there has also been a slight increase in COVID cases in San Diego. The latest county virus surveillance report shows there were 454 cases last week. That's up 111 cases from the previous week. Researchers are now pointing to the time of year.
This is a time where a lot of kids are coming back from school, changes in people's daily kind of behavioral patterns and workflows because it is the summer. And that leads to some possible changes in spread.
Doctors say not to let your guard down this summer. They recommend wearing masks and getting boosters as needed. Now let's talk about what we have going on around the county this weekend. Juneteenth celebrations are getting off to an early start this weekend. The holiday is officially this Wednesday, but on Saturday, hundreds of people gathered at Memorial Park. It was for the Cooper family Juneteenth celebration. Juneteenth recognizes June 19th, 1865, the day that enslaved African Americans in Texas learned they were free. This was 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. The event features live music, performances, and a kids zone. Organizers say an important part of it is educating the youth about the history.
So education, that's the first thing. The second thing is celebration, just celebrating the moment and understanding that, hey, this is a significant day, but something for us to build on all the time. And so I hope it's going to be education, celebration, and communion.
Last year, the event fed more than 5,000 families for free. Are you looking for a fun way to celebrate Dad? Well, it's all about cars and coffee at the San Diego Automotive Museum for the car-loving fathers around town. ABC 10 News reporter Nate Holmes joins us live in Balboa Park to tell us the special plans the museum has for dads. Reducing speed limits in parts of Encinitas, why some residents say more are needed to keep people safe. And later in the hour, millions of people around the country are about to be hit with excessive heat. This as people in Florida are still cleaning up after record rain and flooding.
Skycam Views, sponsored by Carlsbad Solar.